choo choo. At bash pride, at bash pride, at bash pride. This music makes me want to win a Flacati rug. Have some sweet, sweet Bezos money. I'm happy to support with some bits that were free to me, too.
Welcome to Wipeout, and a very brassy evening we've been in at the moment right now. How are you all doing? Welcome on in. How is your wonderful Wipeout Wednesday? Goodness me, I got the alliteration of the W somehow there. How are we doing? Captions? Yes, captions. I have provided automatic transcription for probably about a year now, actually, since I switched that thing on. It doesn't do too badly. Some words it gets completely wrong, and it's just a bit of fun for those that use the caption system. That they get some bonus content when it just doesn't work out properly. But yeah, I've been doing that for quite a while now, actually, and it works. It does. It kind of works. You're half asleep. So am I, Arun. I almost dozed off during that warm up game there. That's why I had to put the the brass music on just to wake myself up again. Because yeah, I was half asleep as well. The weather's just been just warm enough. And to sort of warrant that. Also, it woke me up at like 5:30 in the morning. It was very, very bright outside, so I didn't get much sleep. But hey ho, that's how it all goes. Didn't mind it was a bot? Absolutely it was not a cat. Absolutely it was. So if you want to play some Wipeout this evening, ZLCJ, that is the room code you need to enter in to play this game. We have got a total of 19 players in at the moment. It's good to see you all in. And sometimes it does feel like that, but then what is sleep? I just don't know. Hello, Whiskers. Hi. Yes? How can I help you? How can I help you? Hi there. Hello. She might be joining in a moment. Yeah, it's one of those things sometimes I just can't find sleep, but hopefully I'll find sleep tonight. We've got 21 in now, goodness me. Let me check some of the support that came through. We got 100 bits from Proogs. Happy to support with some bits that were free to me too. Oh, you got free bits? How did you get free bits? I'd like free bits, please. I don't get free bits. And also a 30-month resub from David J saying, have some sweet, sweet Bezos money. Thank you very much for the Bezos money. And, of course, Bezos getting half of that. Thank you for the 30-month resub. And also 100 bits from only saying, this music makes me want to win a Flacati row. It really does, doesn't it? That's why I then steered it into Looping the Third, because that's slightly more energetic. And really, Whiskers? Really? Really? You're being like that, are you? Useless surveys, those things. Okay. Yeah, I've done a couple of surveys on Twitch, but I never got a free set of bits or anything out of it. It was just sort of one of those Twitch research things. It is what it is. You have some treats, are you, Whiskers? Okay. Let me get... Whoa, don't sit on that.
Meow.
Don't sit on that, though, Whiskers. You're like half on the keyboard. What are you doing? It's there. The treat is there, Whiskers. Hello. Well done. Well done. Yes, well done. You got it. Get off the keyboard, though. We also had... What are you looking... What are you doing? What? What? You already got it, Whiskers. What are you looking for? You already got it. We also got a 26th recent from Warlix saying... Choo Choo, Duke Pride. Goodness me, I haven't seen the Duke Pride come out for a while. Thank you very much for the 26 month resub there, Alex. And also Ben gave me a shout out the other day as well. Thank you very much for that. Quick Whiskers, hit the soundboard. The soundboard is in a completely different location right now. Though with a keyboard shortcut, she does have the power to stop the stream. So that's why I was trying to steer her clear from the keyboard because I don't want her to end the stream prematurely. Let's put it that way. So welcome on in. This is my only stream this week because Friday I'm going to be in a slightly exciting location. I will be reporting live. No, I won't be reporting live. I will be in Liverpool live. Pool, funny. But yes, I will be in their Liverpool for the jury final of their Eurovision Song Contest. We had the semi-final one yesterday, and that was reporting dead from Liverpool. Yes, something like that. Yes, we had the semi-final 2 yesterday, and that was a good show. That Norway, what an absolute opener that was. Glad to see that one get through at the very least. And Finland, just cause. What is Eurovision? Is that like a slang term for weed? I mean, it could probably be Toad Boy. It could totally be that. But yeah, those two absolutely. Definitely just have to get through. One of them for Eurovision Nuss and one for I really enjoyed the song. It was really good. Yes, cha 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 cha. There you go. And the chick whatever that other word was with diacritics on the S and the C.
My friend was feeling down earlier today. I tried to cheer him up by asking, "Wipe out." Turns out my friend was sad because there's no symbol emoji to really drive this joke home.
No, there isn't really, is there? But appreciate the £1 donation there, Lingo, and the little pun there. I'll give you a... Yeah, well, I'll give you a ding. You can have a ding for that pun there. I'll take that. Yes, that one only. How the hell you pronounce it? It's a noise. It's definitely a noise. Don't understand the Finland thing. People are just voting the yellow upside a lot. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. You can confirm there is a 0.003% chance of no bangers in semi-final 2, says Score Count. Well, we'll have to take their word for it. How you doing, Score? Hope you're doing well. It was fun after the show repeatedly doing that at the Croatians the hotel bar. Do you see the BBC News reporting after the show? Oh, bless them. Bless him, say that the guy himself came out. Yeah, no, it's just a fan, just in the dress garb of the Finland outfit. Oh, bless him for reporting that. But hey ho, I mean, what can you do? You just have to take it, pay on face value like that. Hello, Whiskers, having a sneeze. Right, we need to get into some gaming tonight, and we are doing a double bill of wipeouts this evening. Bless you again. Doing a double wipeouts this evening, so 6 boards in total. We'll do them in blocks of 3 so that we're not completely cruel to you. The first 3 boards that we have from you, for you, should I say, not from you, for you, but also from you as well, because these are community boards. We're going to have, in no particular order, I'm giving you in sort of I'll give you an author name order, but not necessarily the order they're going to come in. Arden Fett, Brig, and Pop Ramen Comedy. Those are the 3 authors for the first 3 boards this evening. And then we'll have another 3 boards later on, courtesy of, if I get those in alphabetical order, Royal Flush, Topper 1, and Toot. They will be the authors of the boards in the second game. But that's for later. Now is now. We have got 26 players in for this game. ZLCJ, the room code to enter in. Last chance to get in before we start this game proper. There is no late entry into this game, so if you do miss out, obviously you can't hear me right now if you're missing out, but you'll get in on the next game instead. In no particular order, except alphabetical. Yes, indeed. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and...
Let's play Wipeout!
Let's play Wipeout! And I saw a single frame of test answer here across the entire board, which kind of worried me slightly. Right, we have this game. I still haven't set up my Stream Deck with all the buttons, so I'm going to have to go back to the Unity side of things and press the buttons there and hope everything still works. So we're going to move on to board number 1 of this game. A legendary run. We're going to start off with a legendary run. What do we think that's going to be about, folks? Well, I can tell you that it's going to be about this. Which of the following are rooms that have appeared in Olmec's Temple Run in the Nickelodeon 1993 to 1995 game show titled Legends of the Hidden Temple? We're going to give you 16 names of rooms, 11 of which did indeed feature in Temple Run. 5 of them have been completely made up and never featured once. So all you need to do is find the 11 rooms that did feature and avoid the 5 that did not. We're going to be giving you 16 answers. Each will be numbered 1 through 16. To answer, whisper to Quizbot 3000 or in public chat, either or, a set of numbers that you believe are correct. You can do them in one message or across multiple messages. You can answer up to 11 because there are 11 correct answers. If you answered any more, then you would be giving me wrong answers. Let's put it that way. The more answers that you can get, the more points you can get in an exponential manner. However, if in your bid you give me a wrong answer, regardless of how many other correct answers you give me in that bid, the entire thing is worth nothing, and any value you still had going into that up to that point would also crash down to 0. We wipe your score to 0. You don't want that to happen, so avoid the wipeouts at all costs. 11 of these are right, 5 are wrong. Are we ready? Then
Answers are...
here are your answers, and your 45 seconds starts now. I did actually have, from Arden Fetz here, a YouTube video of the countdown timer, but I couldn't get it sorted in time for Wipeout. Otherwise, I would have put that in. Remember to give me at least a bit of one answer to be considered. And you may as well. It's a free guess. You've got 11 in 16 chance of being right. 10 seconds. Danny Gambit, Walex, we're still looking for an answer from you. 5 seconds. There we go. Answers from everyone. That there is time, and 15 of the 16 answers were accepted that time round. So, no more rounds of bidding this time. What are we looking at in terms of popular answers? So we've got Drahuska go for the full whack 11. Danny Gambit going very bold on 10. Mark similarly on 9. We've got some minimum bids from Arun and the Bassoonist and Toot. I can't blame some of the UK folks for going for a 1 bid on this one because I don't think it was particularly well known over here in the UK. I certainly didn't remember it in my childhood. We had a completely different game instead. Nightmare is probably the one that comes to mind in comparison to Temple Run. Okay, let's start revealing some answers, shall we? So we have got. I need to pick answer. That's the button I'm looking for. Let's go to the first answer. The Pit of Despair. We're going to start off with the Pit of Despair, which is not a good start, must be said. Sounds like a bit of a failure room to me, but 16 players have gone for it. Yeah, it's a good answer. It is a good answer. I do have some factoids, but I don't have factoids on all of the answers, so we'll just waffle on for a bit after that. Next up, we've got the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. The Shrine of the Silver Monkey. 15 players have gone for it. Yeah, that was the correct answer. That was a correct answer. It is the only room to have featured in every single temple run was the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. So, yeah, if you were to pick any room, that was the one to pick because it's been on every single showing. And that's probably the one that Pop would have suggested would have been the most popular answer, but it was actually the second popular answer up here. Or as many people are saying, Shrine of the Silver Monkey. I have no idea what that means. Like I say, Temple Run was not my childhood, so I don't really know. Next up, the King's Storeroom. The King's Storeroom. 11 players have gone for this. Is this a correct answer, or is it a wipeout? It is a correct answer. Nothing else for me to say on that one. Way higher I've definitely not going any higher. Not tonight anyway. You had me doing high pitched stuff over on Quarren Stream with the BD stuff. Not doing it again. Lingo is banked out on 3,000 for now. A Rune on 500. Toot on 500. Random Zombie on 15. Random Zombie, hell of a name. I haven't seen that for a while. Welcome on in. Banking on 1,500. Of course, that's not safe until the end of board number 3, but for now, you're done with this board. Next up, we'll go to the Room of the Three Gargoyles. The Room of the Three Gargoyles. 10 players have gone for this, and that is a correct answer. So some of the gargoyles from the Room of the Three Gargoyles were reused in later seasons as set dressing for other rounds. But yes, they did indeed have their own room as well at some point. Nothing else to say about that. Still players with bids in play. Drahus is still on track for a full bid. 7 left to go and 7 right up on the board. Next up, the Jester's Court. The Jester's Court say 8 players here. Jester's Court? Very much so, yes. Is the most used room to never have a temple guard, apparently. There was nowhere for one to hide, was the Jester's Court room there. So well, if you gave me that. Matt and Oni banking out 5 and 3,000 apiece for the time being. Not safe, but safe from this one at least. Mark still looking for 4. Drahuska still looking for 6. Danny still looking for 5 answers up on the board. You are... Well, yeah, you are temporarily first in that you've banked out with 5,000. But we shall see how that goes, shall we? Next up, going to the Bamboo Forest. 8 players going for the Bamboo Forest. Is a correct answer. Drahuska still doing well here. Halfway there. Just another 5 to go. This Vertigo banking out 5,000, tying with Matt. Nobody else banking on that answer. Danny, you are now looking for every remaining correct answer on the board, much like Drahuska has been doing this entire time. Mark still looking for 4 of 5, though. We have not touched any of the wipeouts, so might be hitting that very, very soon indeed. Next up, we're going to Medusa's Lair, though Drahuska, Mark, and Danny at the top all agree this is a correct answer. Medusa's Lair. It's a good answer, yes, still on track. Cetra still looking for 1. Nozakat and Warlick's the same. Riswind banking out 1,500. Wow, lots of points on the board here. Still haven't hit a wipeout. Will it be this one? We're going to the Hall of Whispers. Ooh, well, what this does mean, between Drahuska and Danny Gambit, they're both looking for all 4 remaining answers. However, there is a difference of opinion here, so one of them will definitely be wiping out. But we don't know who yet. I mean, they both could wipe out, but we know at least one of them has. The Hall of Whispers. Correct or wipe out? Oh, Drahuska, it is a wipeout answer. Same going to Puzzle Down Rift, Proogs, Toad Boy, and Colo. There was no There was no Hall of Whispers, I'm afraid. The Hall of Whiskers, possibly, but not the Hall of Whispers. So I'm afraid that is a wipeout for you. Yes, I did say your name, Whiskers. That is a wipeout for you, Drahuska. Hard luck. Continuing on, Danny's still looking for 4 more, Mark's still looking for 3. Both of them have gone for the Heart Room, along with Shadow, Not a Cat, and Colo in the wipeout zone. I mean, that would be nice as well. A Hall of Whispers as well. Yeah, get the chocolate bars out. The Heart Room. Another good answer. Not a Cat banking 5,000. Seems to be the hot place to be. Is 5,000. Shadow still looking for 1. Mark for 2. Danny for 3. Still lots of 1s sitting out there as well. We're going to move on to the Room of the Lost Tomes. Shadow believes it is. Flyboy the same. Drahuska, Riff, and Toadboy in the Wipeout Zone believe that the Room of the Lost Tomes is a correct answer. Is it? Oh, Shadow! Shadow, it is not, I'm afraid. The tomes are lost on you in this case, and you have wiped out along with Flyboy, Drahuska, Riff, and Toadboy. Hello? Yes? What? You are already up here, Whiskers. You don't need to be up here again. Hard luck there. Oh, hello there, Mr. Top of World Gaming, doing a bit of a sneak in. How are you doing? Welcome on in. How did you enjoy it yesterday? How did you enjoy it? Do tell all. We are looking at 3 right and 3 wrong left on the board. And we're going to move on to the Cave of Sighs. 4 players going for this. The Cave of Sighs is a correct answer. Cetra now making it 7,500 banked out as the lead. Suticat joining the party of 5Ks. Mark still looking for 1. Danny still looking for 2 on 18,000 apiece right now. And everybody else that's still playing looking for 1 more answer. It does in one single word. It was capital letters awesome. Close capital letters. I think that's about the biggest rave review you could give to it. And I will be obviously finding out on Friday just how awesome it will be. Though obviously not the live show, but still it will be good to see it all play out. It might eat a Viennetta tomorrow, says it. Wow, goodness me. In place of top of stream, we'll have a Viennetta eating stream. No promises. Right, we are still looking for 2 more correct answers to reveal and 3 wipeouts to avoid. We're going to go to the Cauldron Room. Amy, Walix, and Bassoonist have gone for this. Bassoonists only answer this. Is it a correct answer? Is it, Whiskers? Oh, no. It is another wipeout answer, I'm afraid. Having a bit of a... You are sneezing a lot, Whiskers. What have you eaten? I would have no clue, Bassoonist as well. Amy Walix and Bassoonist wiping out on that answer. Goodness me, more sneezes. You've been dusting my room or something. We have 2 right and 2 wrong left on the board. Next up, the Lightning Room with an N. Ooh, difference of opinion between Mark and Danny, though Danny's still looking for 1 more than Mark. So, might be a good call. The Lightning Room, correct? Or wipeout? Is a correct answer for Danny. Up to 22.5. Still not safe on this board, though. 1 more answer to find, and there is only 1 left up here to go for. Danny, Mark, and Ralph looking for 1 answer. Blue Fernando banking out 3,000 for now. And we're going to go to the Blacksmith's Forge for Ralph and Drahuska, but not for Danny, Gambit, and Mark. Is this the final correct answer? Or is this one of the remaining 2 wipeouts? The Blacksmith's Forge. Oh! It was, I'm afraid, a wipeout, but Ralph, congratulations, and Drahuska, congratulations. You managed to find the mystery prize on this wheel here. No, this board here. Though the mystery prize is only 890 doots. But at least it's something and not nothing. So there you go. Ralph Andrewhuska getting yourself 890 doots for that Wipeout answer. Congratulations. That leaves us between the Queen's Vault and the Room of Harmonic Convergence. We only have one more answer to reveal because there were 15 of 16 picked in the bidding phase, meaning they've both gone the same way, and they've both gone for the Room of Harmonic Convergence. We bring this all together in Convergency, in the Room of Harmonic Convergence. Is this the final correct answer on the board, or is it a Wipeout? Yes, it is! It is indeed the final correct answer on the board. And the Queen's Vault, yes, it was an absolute Wipeout answer. Does not feature in Temple Run, in Legends of the Hidden Temple. So, Danny Gambit currently in the lead on... There's nothing there, Whiskers. In the lead on 27,500 doots. It's not safe, though. Second up, Mark on 22,500. There's nothing there, Whiskers. And then third place, we have Cetra on 7,500. And then we've got the big party in fourth place with Not a Cat, Sooty Cat. Hey, we've got the two cats there. Mr. Vertigo and Matt the Ref. The two M's right next to each other. They got Oni and Lingo and Flufnando on 3,000. Riss and Random Zombie on 1,500. Arun and Toot, we've got some points to the board. But we still have two more boards to play. What are you doing, Whiskers? There's nothing there. Look, there's nothing there. What are you playing at? Oh, there is something there. How did you find that? How did you find that? There was something there. She has a good nose, clearly. There was a treat. There was a treat right underneath the keyboard. It somehow managed to find its way underneath the keyboard. And she managed to sniff it out. So, okay. I stand corrected, Whiskers. There was something underneath the keyboard. Well done. Thank you very much for tidying up. Right. I'm going to move on to board number 2 with something very different indeed. Bulls and Bears. Bulls and Bears comes courtesy of Brig Bother, this one. Stock exchanges, say people. Stock exchanges. Maybe. Well, let's have a look. Which of the following are actual stock indices? So, stock indices, or indexes if you want to use that plural term, are an at-a-glance measure of the state of an economy by looking at the stock prices of the biggest companies in a region. These might be global, regional, or national. For simplicity's sake, though, we are ignoring the numbers that usually follow the names, which usually represent the number of businesses that make up the index. So we are only going with the letters. 11 of these of the 16 answers will be valid names or abbreviations of actual stock indices. 5 of them have been completely made up. Are we all ready? Let's go.
Answers are...
Stocks indeed. 45 seconds starts now. 11 of these are actual stock indices in the global economy. 5 of them have been completely made up. Maybe you have to give me at least one answer to preserve what you have in your bank. If you don't give me anything, I will wipe you out. 20 seconds. Kahuska's already got a full bid of 11. Not much thinking there from the looks of things. But we shall see. Danny with 4 at the top. Wow. Quite a bold bid. For someone with nearly 30k at risk, a bid of 4 is quite a lot. And at the end of that, 14 answers were picked, which does not necessarily guarantee that we are done right now. If we are left at the end of this phase with 1 right and 1 wrong left on the board, then we will go for a second round of bidding for a 50-50 guess to keep your bank or to lose it all. Dun, dun, dun. So do sit tight, because that situation might still happen. Okay, let's go through some answers. Flyboy and Walex did not give me any answers, but they are also on a score of 0, so I'm not going to give them a wipeout. Okay, start to reveal. We're going to go to FTSE. Yeah, I'm going to be a bit, blatant on these ones. FTSE. Or FTSE, you could say. Yes, the Financial Times Stock Exchange, I believe it stands for. It's in the UK. The FTSE is in the UK. You would find that. The subject is a hot topics, says Pop Ramen. Funny. So yes, pretty much the majority, just not a cat, not going for that answer, but absolutely fine. Still plenty of answers to go for. You're only with a bid of 1. Drahuska did go for the full bid of 11, is 1 down so far, so 10 left to go. Miss Vertigo, that was their only answer. Same with Random Zombie, they have banked out, moving on to board number 3. Next, going to NASDAQ. Or NASDAQ. Sorry, I thought I was going to be really particular about those, and NASDAQ. But no, I just went straight and rolled in with NASDAQ because, yeah, it's a right answer. It's the US one, is NASDAQ. I'm not entirely sure what that one stands for. Maybe North America Stock something and something. I'm pretty certain it stands for something. But I don't know what that is, and it doesn't have it here on my factoid sheet. Either way, a good answer there for Bassoonist, banking out on 1,500, moving on to the final board. And next, Nikkei. Now, that one's written out as a word, so I'm not going to say that as Nikkei. Nikkei. 15 players have gone for this. Nikkei? Yeah, the Japanese stock exchange. That is the Nikkei. Sudicap banking out 8,000. And nobody else banking there. Okay, moving on. Just that's Nike. That's Nike, Pop Ramen. It's like, yeah, similar vowels, different order. The National Association of Securities Dealers Automated Quotations. Wow, no wonder they call it NASDAQ. All right, next up, Hang Seng. Hang Seng. 13 players have gone for this. Hang Seng. Yes, we were in Japan just a moment ago. Hang Seng is Hong Kong, so still over in Asia there. Only banking on 8,000, Cardo on 5,000. Okay, still lots of bidding to go. Although I do notice, Drahuska, you are on a bid of 8, and there are only 7 correct answers left on the board, meaning we will be seeing a wipeout momentarily. Hard luck, but we'll see where it takes you. Next, go to DAX. DAX. I mean, we've got lax on the board as well. But DAX with a D. Yes, that is correct. Presumably, it starts with Deutsche because this is the German stock exchange. Yeah, it's the German one, as you say. Yeah, okay, yeah. So Deutsche something is the German stock exchange. Matt banking 12.5, Fluid 10.5, Arun 8,000. Mark still looking for 1. Danny at the top there still looking for 1 as well. Next, Basement Dax. Nice. Next up, IBEX, or maybe IBEX, I suppose you could say. IBEX? IBEX? Yes, this is the Spanish stock exchange, is IBEX. Danny banking 32,500, Cetra 15,000, Amy 7,500 Dutes. Goodness me, loads of points on the board, and you could lose it all on the final board. Yeah, I presume it probably is like Iberia Exchange, as Mark is suggesting. That would make a lot of sense. 5 right and 5 wrong left of the board, and we have a lovely sort of symmetrical along the diagonal pattern here. I kind of like it. Next, Nifty, and we're going to continue on with this pattern as well. Nifty. Only 4. We're going into the dredges already. 4 players have gone for Nifty. Is this a nifty answer for you? That it is. Nifty would be for India. So the National Indian Fire something. Again, I don't have the information. I'm just making guesses, but it is the Indian Stock Exchange is Nifty. Riff and Not a Cat banking out there. Congrats. Toot still looking for 2. Drahuska still on an overbid of 1. Everybody else... Oh no, Shadowbase is looking for 3 answers. I did miss that. Everybody else, though, is on 1 remaining. Next, CAC. Sorry, I had to say it that way first. CAC, or CAC, one could say. Is this a CAC answer? Or a good answer? It's a good answer. CAC is the French stock exchange. That one I definitely don't know, and presumably have very, very French words in. But yeah, CAC is the French stock exchange. Mark banking 33,000, Rao 14,000, Riskwin 12,000 doots. We still haven't hit any wipeouts, so we still have that diagonal symmetry going on, which I really like. So it's sort of like a game of life kind of shape to it. Okay, we're going to continue on. Next up, we're going to APEX Legends. Ha! Apex Legends. Okay. So, aside from Apex Legends, is there a stock exchange known as Apex? I'll just let Briggs say this one. From your current top score right down to 0. You were just at your apex, and I'm afraid crashing right back down to 0. Toadboy and Drahuska wiping out. Hard luck there. Apex twin as well, rather than Apex. Okay, 3 right, 4 wrong left on the board. We could still have a 1 right and 1 wrong scenario. Remember that, folks. We may still be seeing a 50-50 situation. Oh, goodness me. Proogs and Drahuska have gone for UMIAQ. Umiak. I have no idea. Umiak? It's another wipeout answer. It is an Inuit boat made from stretched skins, is what a Umiak is, I'm afraid. Has nothing to do with the stock exchanges of the world. Proogs and Drahuska getting a wipeout there. Toot, Shadow, we're looking at your answers. We still have to get through at least 3 answers on the board because Shadowmane has a bit of 3. Toot's got a bit of 2. Where are we going next? We're going to go to LAX. Oh, I might have just given it away by saying we're going to LAX. Yes, because that would be the code for the Los Angeles International Airport. That will be LAX. Hard luck there, Shadow. Wiping out there. And Drahuska getting another wipeout to their tally. Basement lags, Jesus. Okay. 3 right and 2 wrong left on the board. Now, this is getting even more scary because Toot can only do damage on 2 correct answers here, meaning we have to rely on Shadowmane and Drahuska in the wipeout zone to save us from another round of bidding. If they haven't, then everybody else is back in, and Shadowmane and Drahuska, hey, you'll be back in as well on 1 answer. I love it. I love it. The tension. Well, let's continue revealing some answers, shall we? Oh, we're going to deal with some of these wipeout answers here. So NSI is the next answer to reveal. Shadowmane and Drahuska in the wipeout zone, controlling the game for us somewhat. NSI. Is that a correct answer? Or is it another wipeout? That one is a wipeout. The NSI, as Proog says, is a UK thing. National Savings and Investments, where you would get premium bonds from, is the NSI. Or as Ingo says, there is no such index. It is a wipeout, but Shadowmane and Drahuska, you get yourself a mystery prize. Clearly, the mystery prize percentage is incredibly high. I'm pretty certain I set that much lower, but we've got it twice. I mean, probability will do that to you. This time, the mystery prize for Shadowmane and Drahuska is 1,942 doots. So a lot more that time. Congratulations to Shadowmane and Drahuska getting some points for their wipeout answer. Well, there are 3 right and 1 wipeout answer left of the board. Goodness me. We were in such a strong position earlier, and now we're on the back foot. Toot. We're actually probably looking for you to get a wipeout answer here, or either Shadowmane or Drahuska to get a wipeout answer, because if you do, then that means we are done with this round of bidding. If not, everybody is back in. Next up, Toot and Drahuska have gone for KOSPI. Not DISCO, no, KOSPI. Or COSPI. COSPI. It's a correct answer for you, Toot. KOSPI would be the South Korean stock exchange index. I guess the K would be Korean in some way, and then the S might be South. I don't know. But KOSPI is the South Korean one. Toot and Shadow, you are the ones controlling our fate, and you have both gone for the same answer in a moment, because there's only one more answer to reveal. You've both gone for wig. Now, Toot was saying, I know I've got one right, but might have F'd the other up. If he has F'd the other up, then everybody else breathes a sigh of relief as we do not go in for another round of bidding. However, if Toot did get this right, then we all have to go one more time round between Yikes and CSI. Toot, as Shadow, said wig. Wig is a correct answer. It is the Polish stock exchange is WIG. So everybody, we are back in for another round of bidding. Yikes versus CSI. Are you ready? You need to give me one of those answers, otherwise you will wipe out. 45 seconds on the clock. The time starts now. And yes, I pressed the correct button this time. You did need a big bid, and it's gotten you up to third place right now, but you are at risk like everybody else. Arun, Lingo, Warlix, still yet to bid. Thank you, Arun. Lingo and Warlix need a bid. 10 seconds. Lingo. There you go. Warlix, if you're still there. And that there is time. And everybody has answered, and we have got a split one way or the other. So some people will be left disappointed on this guess. You have Toots to thank for this moment. And yes, I pressed the right button this time. I like it. Good luck, folks. Which one are we going to reveal? CSI is where we're going with 15 players. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 went for Yikes. Plays this, which CSI theme, not a cat, because there are multiple. Guess they're all the Who, but there are multiple CSI themes out there. CSI, crime scene investigators. Surely not a stock exchange. Absolutely a stock exchange. You will not get fooled again. Yeah! There you go. There's your high voice for you. Bangladesh and also China is the CSI. That's what you would find. Toot go the right way at the end there, banking out, along with many, many others. However, yikes for 10 players, I'm afraid. Yikes indeed. Chaos reigns supreme on the Wipeout board with 15 players with a non-zero score currently. Mark in the lead by 500 points ahead of Danny Gambit, 38.5 versus 38,000. Then Toot all the way up to third place, 24,000. Ralph on 19.5, Matt on 18, and you can see the rest of your names there and how many points you currently have. Goodness me. Thank you, Brig, for the chaos board there. I absolutely enjoyed that. But we have one more board to get through. And I think it's only apt that we play this board during this week. Board number 3. You're out. You're out. What are we thinking, folks? What are we thinking? Eurovision Song Contest non-qualifiers, baseball, currencies? Something like that, shall I? Please not ESC when I'm not in the game, Topper. Well, I have good news for you, Topper. It is not about Eurovision, but it is about another Euro thing. Which of these Euro 2020 qualifiers failed to reach the round of 8? Yes, we're asking for failures here. In order to be considered correct, the team must have played in the 2014 group stage of Euro 2020, but either were eliminated in the group stage or in the round of 16. Any team that survived into the round of 8 or beyond, so quarters, semis, that kind of thing, those will be considered wrong answers, wipeout answers, and you want to avoid them. So we are looking for Euro 2020 qualifiers that failed to reach the round of 8. But I will add, there is one extra impossible answer on the board as well. One of these teams did not even qualify. That counts as a wipeout answer here, because they did not qualify. So there's one absolute impossible answer to avoid, which is still counts as a wipeout. They never qualified. And then 4 that did very well in the Euro 20s that you want to avoid. Everybody else were eliminated at some point during the Euro 2020 sort of grand final part. Good luck. 16 answers to the board, 11 to go for. Here they come.
Answers are
45 seconds starts now. I had to make sure, for the record, that, one of them is an impossible answer. And thankfully, Pop Ramen, the author of this board, has also mentioned in stream that they did say, yes, any other permutation, including failing to qualify for the group stage, will be considered a wipeout answer here. And yeah, this board was originally written in 2021, in a time pretty much shortly after the Euro 2020s plus essentially 2021 played out. So it freshened your mind back then, but now we are testing your memory 2 years later. With the 49-month resub.
And that completes our winning line. Or rather, it would have done in the 90s before they added 10 new balls to the draw.
Very much so, Ben. And thank you for the 49-month resub. Greatly appreciate that. And yes, does indeed complete the winning line, completes the 49ers. Hope you're well, Ben. Hope you're doing well. And good to see you. We're going to be seeing a board from you later on as well. So do stick around and see how that plays out if you can. Testing your memory. Yeah, along those lines. So, all of the answers on the board were accepted this time, so there's no second round of bidding this time. You can all relax. These are your final lock-in boards. What you have submitted now is your final fate. Let's find out who has scored or who scored no goal and wiped out. First of all, we go to Wales. Wales. Yeah, Wales, they got eliminated in the round of 16. So they managed to qualify out of the group stages, but got eliminated in the round of 16. Matt, that's good enough to score some points. 18,500 on the board for you, and that will be paid at the end of the board. Congrats. Arun, banking 14,000 as well. Nicely done. Random Zombie. Hey, it's a nice, cool 500 hits for you. Next up, North Macedonia. Lots of players go for this. Oh, hello. 11 players go for North Macedonia. Is a correct answer. Yes, they were eliminated in the group stage, North Macedonia. Daddy Gambit banking out 38,500 doots. Congratulations. Toot 24,500 going your way. And that's all said and done for that. Mark is looking for one answer to finish this all out. Drahuska was looking for a bit of 10 remaining. We are down to 9 correct answers. So, Drahuska, I do applaud your effort every time to go for the big 11, and it has nearly paid off on a couple of occasions. But this time round, not to be. But hey, you might get some consolation dutes on a wipeout answer. We'll see. Next up, Turkey is a correct answer. They were eliminated in the group stage as well. Nobody banking out on that answer. Next up, going to Russia. 9 players have gone for Russia. Is correct. Also eliminated in the group stage was Russia. Ralph banking out 20,000. Mr. Vertigo 12,500 going your way. Congratulations. Next up, we have got Scotland. Yes, they were also out in the group stages. So yeah, Wales did the best so far. Fluid Fernando still got one to go. Not a cat banking out 14,000. Congrats to you. Nobody else though. Next up, Finland. Finland we're going to next. A good answer. They were also eliminated in the group stages. You're seeing a recurring theme here. Fluid Fernando banking out 26,500 only on 15,000. Risk wins 7.5. Proogs 5,000 dutes. Points on the board. Congratulations. They will be paid momentarily. Next, going to Portugal. Mark, Suticat, Bassoonist, Flyboy, and Drahuska have gone for Portugal. A good answer. They were out in the round of 16, so didn't quite make it to the round of 8, the quarterfinal stage. Mark banking 39,000 dutes. Congratulations. Bassoonist, you banked out 12,000. That's a great score as well. Suddycat still looking for 2. Riff still looking for 1. And then everybody else on the side looking for a spattering of answers. Shadowmane, Puzzleman, and Toadboy looking for 3 and 4 respectively. Also through to the grand final is... Yeah, indeed. Pause for attention. Germany, well, they're one of the big 6, big 5, not big 6, big 5. Big 5 plus 1, remember, Ashley. Germany. Riff, Suddycat, Flyboy, Drahuska, etc. have gone for Germany. Also out in the round of 16 is a good answer. Riff banking 20,500, Flyboy 10.5, etc. 7,500 dutes. Very well done. Suddycat, that's another answer to you. One more left to find though. Toadboy at the bottom of the board there. Unfortunately, I have bad news for you. There are 3 right answers left on the board, and you have a bid of 4. Does mean you're hitting at least 1 wipeout in a moment. So you'll be ending on 0. Hard luck there. Next, San Marino. 4 players have gone for San Marino. This one was the impossible answer. They did not even qualify. San Marino failed to qualify after going 0 for 10 in their group, scoring just 1 goal and conceding 51. Per the FIFA World Rankings on 27th of May 2021, they were tied with Anguilla for last in the entire world in their world ranking. So I'm afraid San Marino, not a good answer to go for. That is a wipeout for Avami, Poznan, Shadowmane, and Druska. Hard luck there. 4 players having faith in San Marino. What more than usual? Goodness me. Unlucky. 3 right and 4 wrong left on the board. Going to move on to Denmark next. Kolo, Poznan, Toadboy, and Drahuska gone for Denmark. Oh, Kolo! Wiping out there. No. Denmark were a semi-finalist. They got to the semi-finals in the Euros, I'm afraid. So they did very well indeed. Unlucky. Kolo wiping out to 0, joining Poznan, Toadboy, and Drahuska into the wipeout zone. I'll look there. 3 right and 3 wrong left of the board. Next up, we're going to the Netherlands. Sooty Cat, Shadow, and Drahuska. We've gone for the Netherlands. Netherlands? Is a correct answer. Sooty Cat banking out 18,500. The Netherlands, they were eliminated in the round of 16. Eliminated in the round of 16. Congratulations. Okay, it's just Lingo left now. with points at risk. One answer left to give, but we'll have to go through some other answers potentially. Puzzle and Shanamain in the wipeout zone have gone for Croatia. There are 2 remaining correct answers on the board. 3 wipeouts to avoid. Puzzle and Shanamain, their game is already over, but they could play spoiler here for you, Lingo. Croatia. It's a correct answer, Lingo. There's only 1 left on the board. Croatia were eliminated in the round of 16. They were eliminated in the round of 16. So, 1 right answer left between England, Italy, France and Spain. Some big, big names up on the board there. We're going to go to Lingo and Toad's answer of England. 2 players have gone for England. Yeah, we did very well. We did very, very well at those Euros, I'm afraid. Yeah. Yeah, they got to at least semi-finals on the board, but yeah, they got to the finals. It almost came home. Hey, I'm allowed to, Aru, because I happen to be situated in England. You might not necessarily be situated in England. You were possibly situated in one that was eliminated in the group stage. How did you do the curling, eh? Wait, you're suddenly Canadian with the A on the end there. No, we've got indoor bowls instead. Far less interesting, will be said. I prefer curling vastly more than indoor bowls. So I think all is said and done. Let's just reveal the other answers. We've got Italy. They were semi-finalists and beyond. But there were some points on offer there for Toad Boy Andrew Husker once again. 1,144 points behind that answer there. Congratulations for some consolation doots. Then we've got France. France were the final correct answer on the board. They were eliminated in the round of 16. Leaving Spain, they were semi-finalists. That there is the end of the game. In reverse order, we have got Random Zombie on 500, Proogs on 5,000, Riswin and Cetra 7,500, Flyboy 10,500, Bassoonist 12,000, Mr. Vertigo 12,500, Arun and Notacat 14,000, only 15,000. Matt the Ref and Suddycat 18,500, Ralph on 20,000, Riff on 20,500, Toot on 24,500, Fluid Fernando 26,500, Danny Gambit 38,500, but pipped by just 500 doots. Mark E54 with 39,000 doots. Congratulations there, Mark. You are the winner of that game. What a hell of a board that was. And thank you very much to Pop Ramen and also to Brig and also to Arden Fetz for that game of Wipeout. Hell of a game that. Yes, indeed. He is indeed a clever dick. I can't say it as well as you can, I'm afraid, Topper, but I try my best. But yes, some great boards there. But we're not done. We have another game of Wipeouts to play. So, shall we get straight into it? Let's get straight into another game. Let's open up a new lobby. And your room code is Unity. This is where you load. There we go. HIB. It's a HIB. HIBB. And while you do that, I just need to queue up the next 3 boards. Let's go to that. Queue up that one. Queue up that one. And also queue up that one. Right there. So, in this second game of Wipeouts, we have got, in alphabetical order, we have got Royal_Flush, then Topper1 Gaming, and then finally Toot. Those are the 3 authors of the boards this game, this time round. How did you enjoy that game? I hope you enjoyed that game, and hope you liked the little sort of Eurovision kind of steer away there. Although it is, it's Eurovision week. It's nice to have some Eurocentric questions, though not necessarily heavily Eurovision related. Yay, another board to move the hate, said Topper. What do you mean, Topper? What do you mean? No, Sheldon coming in with a 3-year resub at tier 3. Bloody hell, Sheldon. You're just looking at one of those balls and sports questions, says Bethune. Yeah, they come around every now and then. Party of me, Sheldon, goodness me.
Wait, where'd the music go? Let's bring it back. Also 3 years.
Bring it on back to you, goodness me. Thank you very much for the 3-year resub there, Sheldon. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in, and thank you for the immense support for 3 years. That's a lot of time. Thank you for that. And oh, hello there, Clive, with the Hib entry, a late Hib entry. Got 31 names on the board here. Wow. A lot of players. I was not expecting, to be honest, that many people playing tonight, because it being Eurovision week and me being the only quiz offering for the entire week. I thought people were just going to go, fuck it, I'll just go and do some other stuff instead. But thank you very much for tuning in and spending your time here doing some quiz. We've got no other quiz for you, I'm afraid, outside of this. So yeah, if you're looking for quiz elsewhere, we ain't got any. We've run out. I've pretty much run out as well. But speaking of other things that will be happening from me next week, well, next week is going to be not next Wednesday, but the Friday after. Beat the Chasers. Yeah, Beat the Chasers is coming back once again. You have all voted for it to occur on the 19th of May, and so it shall be. So 9 days from now, we'll be playing another edition of Beat the Chasers on Twitch, so do look forward to that. I don't know what we're going to be doing on next Wednesday. Could possibly do some winning lines, because we haven't played that for a long while. So we may bring back some winning lines next Wednesday, continuing on with the W theme, I suppose. And then Friday is always alright for some Beat the Chaser. That run away from me. Chase the Beaters. No. I mean, if you want to play in the percussion section, Topper, absolutely go and chase the Beaters. But no, go Beat the Chasers. That's what you want to do. Outside of that, Topper is on the end of season at the moment, but will be returning very, very soon indeed. On the 18th of May, in fact, is the return. So next Thursday, not tomorrow, but the Thursday after, will be the return of Topper on his quizzical evening, going into season 6 with Slam and Elimination. And Ben over on Royal and Score Flush, we'll be getting a board from Ben in a moment or two. They have just finished their season 10. We're moving on into season 11 soon, with what looks to be a great edition of Buzz Off as well. I was invited to play a test game of that with Topper. We completely didn't know we were going to be doing that until he literally invited us on stream. But no, it was good fun, that. And we'll be looking forward to seeing that in season 11 of Game Night, I am sure. Right. I think that's all I need to say right now. We've got 32 names in to play this game of Wipeout. I almost forgot my game show and which W version it was. But yes, it is Wipeout, not Winning Lines. And if we're ready, I think it's time. Let's play Wipeout.
Let's play Wipeout.
Thank you very much, Paul Daniels. There you all are. Let's get on with board. Oh, hello, I need to get to the controls. Let's go on to board number 1. Courtesy of Topper One Gaming. It's Germany, or whatever it's bloody called. Yeah, we're continuing with the Euro theme with this board here. So yes, Germany, or whatever it's bloody called. Which 11 of these are names for Germany in different... I missed that typo, I apologise, Topper. In different languages. So the country that you know in English as Germany, is known by many different names in other languages, stemming from various origins and or from tribes originating from the German lands. All 16 answers on the board are names of countries in various languages, but which 11 are names for the country of Germany? All the correct answers are from languages that use the Latin script or alphabet, so no weird transliterations or things like that. 11 of these are well-known names, or valid names of Germany in different languages. 5 of them are not. Are we all ready? Let's see some answers.
Answers are...
And your 45 seconds starts now. Which 11 of these are names of Germany in different languages? 11 of them are, 5 are not. We already did Schlagden Star adaptation in the UK. It was crap in comparison. But we don't do like 5-6 hour TV like the Germans do. Just doesn't work over here in the UK for some reason. 10 seconds, get your bids in. 5 seconds. Not unless it's a coronation or a royal funeral. Yeah, I suppose. I suppose. That's more live coverage of a thing rather than like an actual live TV show, per se. Anyway, 14 answers were picked, so... Ooh... We could be going into a second round of bidding if we are left with 1 right and 1 wrong at the end of the board. But we'll see when we get there. Let's start reviewing some answers, shall we? We're going to go on with Deutschland. Deutschland, Deutschland, über alles. Yes, indeed. It's the German for Germany. It's Deutschland. There you go. 29 players getting that correct. Very well done. Next up. Allemagne, and we got
Boop.
A boop to you as well, Tipster, as my OBS window just completely vanishes. Thank you very much for what I believe was a £5 donation. Thank you very much for that, Tipster. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Allemagne? Yeah, whichever way. It's French, is Allemand. It's from the Alemanni tribe, is where it gets its name from the Alemanni tribe. Alemania. More like that. Thank you. Shapes. Next up, we've got Deutschland. We had Deutschland earlier from the German. Deutschland, similar sort of style of pronunciation? Similar sort of root? Or is this completely made up? Deutschland? Yes, this is the Dutch for Germany, is Deutschland. Both, of course, Deutschland and Deutschland from the old High German name of Dietitz or similar. Diutisc. So the old High German name, Dietz or similar. Mark banking at 3,000, Claire on 3,000, Colo on 3,000, Tadaro on 3,000, Shapes on 3,000. It's a lot of 3,000s on the board. Clearly, that's the hip place to be on this game. Next up. Tiskland. 10 players have gone for this. Tiskland. Yes, in the same derivation of Deutschland and Deutschland, Tiskland is Swedish, Norwegian, and Danish for Germany. Again, from the Deutsch or similar derivation. Tyskland. Oh, I apologise for the pronunciation mispronounced there, Topper. Should have put a pronunciation guide in for me. No, I wouldn't. I'm not. Tyskland there for, Swedish, Norwegian, and Danish. Ralph, 5,000 banking out. Amy, 3,000. And we continue on. Next up, we've got Germania or Germania. 10 players have gone for this. Germania. Let's call the whole thing off. Except not, because it's a correct answer. This is the Italian, Romanian, Greek, and Georgian name for Germany, all coming from the Latin name of Germania, the same origin as Germany is. Most world languages are rooted from Germania than other roots. But yes, Germania was Italian, Romanian, Greek, and Georgian, more specifically. Suttigat and Toot banking 7,500. Puzzle 3,000. Matt the ref 3,000. Clearly, 3,000 is the hit place to be. Next, we're going to German. I mean, it's a bit on the nose, isn't it? They've just changed a letter and called the whole thing off. I mean, I've also taken off the Y on the end, but German? Is it Germany? Surely not. Yeah, it is. Indonesian is German. Indonesian, again, from the same Latin root of Germania or Germania. Only banking 10,500. Arun, 5,000. Prugs, 5,000. Maybe 5,000 is the hit place to be. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, German with a J is the Indonesian name for Germany. Who knew? Next. Nimsi. Flyboy, Fluffernando, Danny Gambit, Danny Gambit, and Tipster have gone for Nimsi. That is correct. That is the Polish word for Germany, is Nimsi. And that comes from the Proto-Slavic word of Nemetz. I believe it's something along those lines. I have the Cyrillic in front of me and also the transliteration of the Cyrillic of Nemetz. So that's what I'm going to go for, yes. Nimsi is Polish for Germany. Fernando banking 7,500, and a lot of ones left on the board, though Nata looking for a bid of 3 still to go with 4 correct answers. Next, we've got Saxa. Well, interesting bundle of people here. Tips to Mr. Vertigo and Bassoonist, all next to each other, have gone for this. Saxa. Yes, Saxa is the Finnish name for Germany, coming from the Saxon tribe. That's why he gets his name. The Saxon tribe, Saxa. Finnish word for it. Yeah, very much so, Mark. Very much so. Tipster on 5,000, Mr. Vertigo and Bassoonist, joining the 3,000 crew. We have seen all correct answers so far. 3 left on the board, though, and 5 wipeouts to avoid. Next, we're going to Escosia. Escosia for jogging and natter. Escosia? If you knew the French for this one being like l'Écosse, I believe. No, Escosia is Spanish for Scotland. Yes, indeed, Matt. It is Scotland, not Germany, I'm afraid. Hello! Yes, hello, Arun. Well done. So, yes, not the correct answer. Jogging and natter wiping out on that answer. La douche écossaise for you, sure. You got 11 points to no QL. That doesn't mean anything in Wipeout, I'm afraid. It's that country that can't do football. I mean, it can do football. Only to a certain limit, though. Next. Vokietia. Vokitija. Words. It's a thing. It's correct, though. It is Lithuanian for Germany. The origin, though, of this is unclear, but it's probably from the name of the Scandinavian Vagoth tribe, or it could be from a Baltic word meaning speak or war cry. Vokietia is Lithuanian for Germany. Well done, Danny Gambit and Riff, banking out 5,000 for that answer, joining the 5K crew. Well, we really have some big groups this time round. We have 2 right and 4 wrong left on the board. Remember, we did only hit 14 of 16 answers, so we could be left with a 1 versus 1 scenario again. Next, we're going to Gruzia with Clive and Natta. Gruzia. Oh, Clive. Unfortunately, a wipeout answer. That would be a Slavic name for the country of Georgia. That is, Gruzia is the Slavic name for the country of Georgia, not for Germany. A different G, I'm afraid. Clive and Natta wiping out there. 2 right, 3 wrong left on the board, with 4 players left with a bid. Natta in the wipeout zone, 3 other players with risk. We go to Nemetozag, or something along those lines. Nemetozag. Flyboy and Natta have gone for this. Nemetozag? is Hungarian, as Mark says, very much so. Please don't spoil the answer until I reveal it. But yes, it is Hungarian for Germany. Again, from the Proto-Slavic Nemets route from earlier. Flyboy, 14,000 banking out. NATO, of course, you already have wiped out. We have 2 more answers to reveal. If they are both wipeouts, Charlemagne and Cetra will be wiping out, and we go for another round of bidding. However, if one of them is right, then this is the end of the board. Where are we going? Rakusko. Rakusko, says Charlemagne. Rakusko? I'm afraid that is the Czech word for Austria, one of the neighbours of Germany, but Austria was the country, is the Czech language. Charlemagne, is a wipeout for you. Cetra, we're left with you now. One answer to give, and you've gone for Ugermani. Ah, it's got Germany in it, sort of. Ugermani. Germany. That's the sort of pronunciation on it. Cetra, if this is correct, then this is the end of the board. If it is a wipeout, then we go for another round of bidding. Ugermani. It is a correct answer. From the Germania route, it is the Swahili for Germany. Germany is the Swahili version of Germany. Well done, Cetra, banking 7,500 on that one, and Topper getting their 10,000 Duke bonus. The Japanese for Germany is Doitsu, actually, if memory serves. I believe it's Doitsu. Someone could verify that for me. But at the end of that board, I'll go for the other 2 answers, actually. Paysbar, that one there will be the French for the Netherlands, and Tsili is Estonian for Chile, is Tsili at number 2. Ding ding! Thank you very much. Tadara giving me the actual katakana there for Doitsu. Thank you. So, Flyboy in the lead, 14,000. Only 10,500. Topper with their 10,000 Duke bonus for all 3 in the board. Well done. Flo Fernando, Sudicat, now cut that out. Cetra on 7,500. Arun, Ralph, Danny Gambit, Prugs, Riff, and Tipster on 5,000. And then it's a big old crew for 3,000. 3 of you on 1,500. And another cat on 500. 5 players yet to get off the mark, but we have got plenty more to play. And now it's time for Topper to do some quiz. So thank you very much for that board there, Topper. Now, let's get down to work. It's Fred's study time as we go over to a royal_flush board. Fred's study time. What are we thinking, folks? What are we thinking? Well, I can tell you that we're talking about this. Which of these are commonly recognised as nicknames of Frédéric Chopin's etudes? Though he never bestowed nicknames onto them himself, Chopin's 27 piano etudes have had lasting popularity. Published in 3 collections during the 1830s, they are designed to strengthen and improve specific aspects of a pianist's technique. Pianist. Which of the 16 titles listed below or above are commonly recognised nicknames of his etudes? 11 of these are names of etudes by Frédéric Chopin. 5 of them are not. If you're ready, good luck.
Answers are
45 seconds starts now. Get those answers in. Where are we going next? Let's find out. We'll just leave it as those ones, I think. that there is time, and all of the answers on the board were accepted, so there's going to be no more rounds of bidding. Not a cat, not a cat, not a cat, not a cat. You didn't get me an answer in time, I'm afraid. You know what that means. I do have to wipe you out. Okay, quite a low bid on this board. Unsurprising, possibly. Drahuska is going for the full whack of 11, so let's see how well that plays out for you this time. Okay, first we're going to go for... Ooh, wow! Only 10 players for the highest, most popular answer. I'm going to start off with Butterfly. Butterfly. That is a correct answer, yes. Butterfly is Opus 25, number 9 in G-flat major, is the Butterfly Etude. And for Topper, that's enough to bank out. Moving on to the next board. Drahuska, 1 of 11 so far. Next. Wrong note. The wrong note etude, potentially. 10 players are gone for this. Yeah, G-flat is a monster of a key signature. Wrong note is correct. That would be Opus 25, number 5 in E minor. Only one sharp. Boring. No one banking on that answer, though. No, we're going to move on to Waterfall Etude next. 9 players are gone for this. Waterfall Etude by Chopin. A correct answer, yes. Waterfall would be Opus 10, number 1 in C major. Nice plain old key for you. No sharps or flats in the key signature. Okay. We got Flu Fernando banking out 8,000 there, but nobody else. Next up we've got Revolutionary. I thought this was going to be the most popular one on the board, but possibly not many people know it. Revolutionary Etude. Absolutely. But I'm sure you've heard it, though. If you've not known the name, you've certainly heard it before. Certainly for a certain game show as well, uses a variation of it as well. Indeed, Sussy Cat. This is the Revolutionary. A lovely thing, this one. And that's all you're listening to. But yes, Revolutionary in C minor, Opus 10, number 12. Only banking out 11,000, Tadaru 3,500, Prug 6,500 for that one. It's fine, Tadaru, because I'm playing it on the track that won't actually feature on the stream afterwards. So when we when we play the VOD back, that will just be silent. Anyway. Next up, we have got the Aeolian Harp Etude. Aeolian Harp. Yes, it was on DDR, Danny Gambit. Very much so. Okay, 8 players have gone for this. Aeolian Harp. Yes, that is Opus 25, number 1 in A-flat major. Tuttigat banking 12.5. Toot 9,000. Avami 3,500. Nicely done. Next up, we're going to Moonlight. 8 players have gone for Moonlight. I mean, it's lovely. It is very, very lovely. And you've definitely heard this before. But I'm afraid... it's a sonata, and it's also not Chopin. Yes, indeed, Matt. The famous Sonata Quasi Una Fantasia is nicknamed the Moonlight and is perhaps the best known piece of piano music around today. Unfortunately, it is by Beethoven and is, as the full title suggests, a sonata, not an etude. Despite writing 21 nocturnes, no etude ever got a night-themed nickname. So I'm afraid you've fallen into a little bit of a Heffalump trap there. Poseidon, Drahuska, Claire, Bassoonist, Toad, Shadow, Jogging and Natter all wiping out on the Sonata of the Moonlight, I'm afraid. Hard luck there. 6 right and 4 wrong left on the board. And we're moving on to Ocean. Ocean for 8 players. Ocean Etude? Opus 25, number 12 in C minor is the Ocean Etude. Nicely done. Danny Gambit, 10,000. Ralph, 6,500. Jack, 3,000 going your way. Well, not yet. We still have another board yet still. Next, we're going to Winter Wind. 7 players have gone for a Winter Wind Etude. Yes, indeed. That would be Opus 25, number 11 in A minor is the Winter Wind Etude. Cetra, very good position for you, banking out in the lead on 15,000. Kolo, banking out 8,000. And Drahuska would have been on track, but has already hit a wipeout. Next up, Thirds. The thirds etude? I mean, I suppose if you're doing like major and minor thirds, I suppose that could make sense. Thirds. Yes, indeed. The thirds etude is Opus 25, number 6 in G sharp minor. Ooh, that's a doozy of a key, that one. Matt the Ref, banking 4,500. Pretty much everybody else in play looking for one more. Miss Verto still looking for 2 more, though. Hello there, Chimera. Welcome on in. Unfortunately, it's too late to join in on this game of Wipeout, but you can at least sort of play along at home, see how well you would have done. Wipeout is a game of 16 possible answers, 11 are right, 5 are wrong. And I do these streams generally every Wednesday and Friday. However, not this Friday because I'm going to be elsewhere. But usually Wednesdays and Fridays around this time, I will be doing this kind of stuff. I start at 8 p.m. British Summer Time, generally until 10 p.m. And you join generally by playing in Twitch chat. You just enter in text messages to Twitch chat or to the Twitch bot. And that's generally how you play. That's how it works around here, Chimera. Welcome on in. Right, next up, we have got Grand Etude. Arun and Clive going for the Grand Etude. Afraid not, no. So Chopin wrote several pieces entitled Grande Valse Brillante and his Grande Polonaise Brillante. Is used in the closing titles of the film The Pianist, but not etudes, I'm afraid. Grande Valse and Grande Polonaise, but not a Grande Etude. Hard luck there, Arun and Clive. Claire and Nata also for the ride, getting an extra wipeout in the wipeout zone. 3 right, 3 wrong. Moving on to the White Keys Etude. Flyboy and Riss going for this, as well as Drahuska and Shadowmane in the wipeout zone. The White Keys Etude. Unfortunately, there is not a White Keys Etude. And that's all I'm going to say. Next, Chromatic Etude. Tipster and Shapes, hoping for this to be right. Basunis and Drahuska in the wipeout zone. Chromatic. That is correct. Opus 10, number 2 in A minor is the Chromatic Etude by Chopin. Tipster, now in the lead, 15,500 banked out, moving on to the final board. Riff and Mark still looking for one more. Shapes has banked out 6,000 there. Miss Vertigo still looking for 2 more correct answers. And they have gone for the Wasp Etude with Bassoonist and Drahuska. Wasp Etude? No, not the Wasp. It is, in fact, the Bees Etude that you would find. Opus 25, number 2 in F minor. The closest that you can get with Wasps would be an overture by Vaughan Williams, but not a Chopin Etude, I'm afraid. But you do get a mystery prize alongside Bassoonist and Drahuska, and that mystery prize, it does lessen the sting a little, yes. The mystery prize value at 1,313 doots. So nice little prize for you there for your troubles. Well done there. Hard luck as well. 2 right and 1 wrong left of the board. Riff and Mark pretty much just looking at you now. Riff's gone for the Appassionata Etude. Is this one of the final 2 correct answers to bank out to the final board, or is this a wipeout? Appassionata Etude. Oh, Riff! No, Appassionata is another famous sonata by Beethoven, but despite the very passionate nature of some of his etudes, none of them were nicknamed as such by Chopin. So the wipeout for you, Riff. Hard luck. All the way back down to 0. 17 players left with a non-zero score. Mark still at risk, but I say at risk. We've already gotten rid of all the wipeout answers, meaning both of these are correct. Mark has gone for black keys. Yeah, there wasn't a white keys, but there was a black keys etude, which is Opus 10, number 5, also in G flat major. What a weird key that is. And then finally, there was indeed an octave etude, which is Opus 25, number 10 in B minor. So, at the end of board number 2, we have 17 players with a non-zero score, and at the top we have Tipster with 15,500 dupes, just ahead of Cetra by one single answer, essentially. Cetra on 15,000, then Sooty Cat in third place, 12,500, only 11,000, and Topper still hanging on there, 10,500, Danny up to 10,000 dupes. But it's all to play for as we go into the final board, which comes courtesy of Now Cut That Out. And it's time to meet in the middle. This time to meet in the middle. Lots of famous people are known by their middle initial. Select the 7 celebrities whose middle initials are short for a name with 6 or more letters long. The wipeouts are all people whose middle names, represented by their letter, that are 5 letters or shorter. So you need to find the middle names that are longer, 6 letters or longer, and avoid those that are shorter, that are 5 letters or shorter. 11 are right, 5 are wrong. Good luck.
Answers are...
And your 45 seconds starts now. We were promised meat. Yeah, in the middle. Just been, condensed a bit, been squished. So 11 of these middle names are 6 letters or longer. Those are the ones you need to find. Avoid the middle names that are 5 letters or shorter. Last few seconds, Danny, Colo, Jack, we need an answer. Thank you, Colo. Danny, you got an answer? Jack! Jack! We didn't get an answer from you, Jack. You are currently sitting on 3,000, but I'm afraid...
I think we're missing a David, aren't we?
Hey, Whiskers, no, you do not do that, no. Naughty. What was that from Silent Marine? I think we're missing a David. Yes, indeed, we might have been missing a David. But that is how it goes. Thank you for the 100 bits, though. Whiskers? Hello? Hello, Whiskers. Yes, what? Being naughty again, are we? Oh, yeah, I do try sometimes, Pros. I do try. So, how did we do on the bidding? 16 answers. Cool. Every answer was accepted, so there are no more rounds of bidding. Jack. Sorry. No! It's a rule I apply to everyone, I'm afraid. Well, that has a non-zero score. So I do have to say goodbye to that score. Right. What are we looking at then in terms of winners here? So potential ranking. Who's going to be our winner? If everything is played out proper, Drahuska is our winner on 33,000. Obviously go for a full bid of 11. Then it would be Cetra on 20,000 and then Toot on 19,000 with their 10,000 dupe bonus. As it currently stands, Tipster is in the lead on 15,500, but only with a bid of 2. Cetra is doing more to try and take the lead from Tipster. Well, let's see how it all plays out. Good luck. Let's start revealing some answers. John F. Kennedy. Whiskers. Don't make me close you out of the room. Don't make me close you out of the room, Whiskers. Yeah, I know. We'll start off with the F in John F. Kennedy. 21 players have gone for it. Yes, Fitzgerald. Lots of letters involved in that one. A total of 10 letters in Fitzgerald for John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And that's enough for Ernie to bank out 11,500, and enough for Shapes for 6,500, enough for Tadaru on 4,000, and Arun on a nice easy 500 as well as Risk. Congrats on the 500. Next, we're moving on to James A. Garfield, and suddenly we have jumped down from 21 players to 12. Whiskers. No, we don't do that. James Among Us Garfield. No, James. Ooh. Excuse me. James A. Garfield. Oh no! Oh no! 12 players fighting a wipeout answer so suddenly. No, the A in James A. Garfield is Abram. Abram. It is only 5 letters long and is too short. And you have wiped out. Also known as James Yikes Garfield. So, Ralph, Matt, Topper! All of that effort from earlier on for naught. Flyboy, Riff, Puzzledan, Toadboy, Clive, Drahuska, Masudis, Nasser, and Shadow already hitting a wipeout. Hard luck there. Obviously thinking of popular film actor Andrew Garfield, no usual middle letter. And also Andrew, not James. You abandoned your family for this, Topper. No, surely you abandoned your family for other reasons than this, but anyway. Well, already devastation at the end of board number 3, and that's only one of the 5 wipeouts. Let's continue on, shall we? More chaos. Moving on to Arthur C. Clarke. Well, I say that, but we are looking at just 2 players outside the wipeout zone answering this particular answer. Everybody else has already hit a wipeout. Arthur C. Clarke. Yes, the C standing for Charles is 7 letters long. Arthur Charles Clarke is a good answer. Even me banking out 4,000. Nicely done. Claire looking for one more answer to finish the round. Next up, we're going to John C. Riley. 6 players. Wow, we are already at the dredges. 6 players, of which 2 are in the non-wipeout zone and are at risk. John C. Riley. Yes, that would be Christopher. John Christopher Riley, for a total of 11 letters in that middle name. Tipster, looking for one more. Mr. Vertigo, looking for one more. Next, Samuel L. Jackson. Tetra has gone for it. Proves has gone for it. Everybody else in the wipeout zone. Samuel L. Jackson. Hard luck. Samuel Leroy Jackson, spelt Leroy. Only 5 letters long, I'm afraid. Meaning it is a wipeout for Samuel L. Jackson. Cetra, you played an absolutely amazing game, but it's all come crashing down. Proogs, back to 0. Rift, Toadboy, Drahuska, and Nata getting an extra wipeout to their name. And then there was 1/2 of the board remaining, indeed, Yellowtail. We've got 3 more wipeouts to go. Let's keep going with the chaos. Next, Michael C. Hall. 4 players have gone for this. Michael C. Hall. That one is correct. So that one there would be, if I can find it, Carlisle Hall. Michael Carlisle Hall. Carlyle. So 7 letters long for that. Michael Carlisle Hall is a correct answer. Mr. Vertigo banking out 3,000. Nicely done. Next, we're going to Philip K. Dick for 4 players, only one of which is at risk. Flu Fernando. Philip K. Dick. Kindred. It's a lovely middle name, that is. Philip Kindred Dick. 7 letters long is good enough for an answer. Fluid Fernando banking out 11,000 dukes. Well done there. Next, we're going to George C. Scott. Tipster and Jogging have gone for this. George C. Scott. Campbell is the middle name there for 8 letters. George Campbell Scott. We're looking for Tipster. You have banked out 17,000. Your lead is safe. You will be the winner of this game. Congratulations. Jogging, you're looking for one more to finish the round. Moving on to Pearl S. Buck. 4 players have gone for this. Sooty Cat and Jogging at risk. Pearl S. Buck. What a hell of a middle name this is. Seidenstricker. Pearl Seidenstricker Buck, or Sidenstricker. It's a total of too many letters. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 letters long for Sidenstricker there. Pearl Sidenstricker or Seidenstricker Buck. Hell of a name. Sooty Cat, banking out 14,000. Jogging, banking out 5,000 for you. Well done indeed. Still 4 right up here and 3 wipeouts to avoid. And we'll go straight to the wipeout zone for this answer for William S. Burroughs. Was a right answer, though, for Seward. William Seward Burroughs. 6 letters long. S-E-W-A-R-D. William Seward Burroughs. Was a right answer, but is of no consequence because 4 players in the wipeout zone gave that answer. And the wipeout answer again here, David O. Russell, for 3 players in the wipeout zone. But again, another wipeout to their total for David O. Russell. That would be David Owen Russell. So 4 letters there for the O. It's another wipeout. Next, okay, Claire at risk. Hunter S. Thompson is correct. Stockton is the middle name there. Hunter Stockton Thompson, 8 letters long. Well done, Claire, banking out 1,500. 2 right, 2 wrong left. Moving on to Susan B. Anthony for Mark. Susan B. Anthony is correct. Yes, Brownell would be the B there. Brownell or Brownell for a total of 8 letters long. It is a bank out for Mark on 7,500. Well done. Moving on to Mary J. Blige for Colo. Mary J. Blige. Almost gave it away there. Jane for J there. So only 4 letters long, I'm afraid, for you, Colo. It is a wipeout. Hard luck. 1 right and 1 wrong left between Danny Gambit and Clive in the wipeout zone. Danny has gone for William H. Macy. Therefore, Clive has gone for Vivica A. Fox. One of these is right. One of these is wrong. Danny, William H. Macy? No! The H in William H. Macy would be Hall. William Hall Macy. Only 4 letters long. It is a wipeout answer, meaning the final answer on the board, Vivica A. Fox for Clive. The A is Anjanetta or Anjanetta. A-N-J-A-N-E-T-T-A. Vivica Anjanetta Fox. And at the end of that board, well, goodness me, only 14 players scoring at the end there, with Riswin and Arun getting 500, Claire 1,500, Mr. Vertigo 3,000, Tadara and ABB 4,000, Jogging 5,000, Shape 6,500, Mark 7,500, Fluid Fernando 11,000, Only 11,500, Sooty Cat 14,000, Tipster 17,000, and now cuts that out, getting a bit of a boost there at the end there with their author bonus, getting up to 19,000 doots. Congratulations there, Toot. Well done indeed. And thank you for that board. Well written due to Jogging scoring points. Well done, Jogging. You scored some points. Except Yeah, you did. You got 5,000. It's a good score. It was actually, average of those that scored. Bet you all wish you had football questions now, says Bob Brahman. But thank you again to Topper, Toot, and Royal Flush for the 3 boards there for that game of Wipeouts. Hope you did enjoy those boards. And thank you for a wonderful game, or 2, should I say, of Wipeouts. I hope you did enjoy tonight's offerings of quiz. There is just one thing left for me to do before we close this stream off, and that is going to do this wheel spin thing with a track down marbles, and then that's it for me this week. Wow. And for everybody in the quiz world this week. There may be some Wheel After Dark on Saturday or Sunday evening, and some Quarren streams Saturday night, but that's pretty much it from the land of quiz for the entire week, unless other people want to just stand in and do other stuff. But that is pretty much it. LK will probably be doing something. What will they be doing? Let me have a look. I haven't been over that way for quite a while, actually. Schedules don't tend to align. Where are they? I can't find them on my channel list for some reason. Why is that? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Pointless. Cool. Oh, Mega Sheep, of course. Yes, Mega Sheep on tonight with LK. That'll be good fun, that. But yeah, the schedules don't really align for me to watch US content generally, but every now and then when I can, I do try and tune in. Right. Anyway, I need to get on with a race down the track. So go to marbles.exe and yes, that thing. And we go to OBS and change the source over. So game capture, change that to that guy there. There we go. Over to marbles we go. And we need to go to a community map. But we did Matt recently. Do we have a new track from Oni? We do have 2, in fact. So we've got to pick standardized yeeting dessert. Is this in relation to the ice cream that we're talking about? I think so. Yes. We're going to go for the dessert or desert. I don't care. But I've got dessert on the mind. I want some ice cream now. Maybe I'll go and get myself some Viennetta. Anyway, !play if you want in on this race here. First and last finishers, of course, going to spin of the wheel. The wheel. That thing there. There is literally an option to pick dessert. Cool. Yeah, it is. So get yourself in, and should we get some... I've got the suggestion there from Looping the Third. Let's see what other music we've got of Looping the Third. We need some jazzy stuff. Jazz Squall 2019, Looping the Third, Prison of the Past. That sounds good to me. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that one. We will go with that one. Yes, indeed. Yes, Tokyo Ska Parry. They are just amazing. Tokyo Ska Parry. Oh. Mm. Whenever I do go over to Japan, I'd always check to see the schedule for TSPO, see if they're actually playing. They never do play when I'm over there. It just happens to be the way, but it is what it is. And similarly, when I'm going over to the States in only a couple of weeks' time, goodness me, it is not far away. It is only 3 weeks away now. Then, yeah, I'm also checking the schedule to see if there's any bands that I know over there playing anywhere nearby. They're not, unfortunately. But again, it's how it is. They schedule things on their terms, not on my terms. I can't demand things. The event. I am participating in the event and then doing other stuff in the US. Although, when you're saying the events, there could be multiple events going on, because I know there's another event happening around the same time of year. But yes, there's certainly certainly an event I'm playing, or at least arriving at and doing things, and then doing other stuff around the US after that. Yeah, just gotta be a billionaire. Well, yeah, they'll schedule my terms when I pay them. Yeah, very much so. Right, I think it's time to get this race underway. Let's press the button, and then we'll get some Looping the Third playing. When am I making Unbeatable? I'm not. Go ask Topper instead. Go! Everyone converging on the centre, and Ralph looks to be first through. Indeed they are. Although Arun making a better head start through the tumbler. It's Arun and Toot currently in the lead. A few players going the wrong way. Arun now all the way down here with Flyboy and Riff. Tips are going a slightly different route underneath, but it still all works. Round the snowflake spinner. Oh, down the 4-3-2-1 stairs. And we have got Arun and Ralph at the front, going separate ways. Seems the favourable way is to the left, but we shall see how it works out for Arun. It's actually worked out quite well for them. Arun in the lead. First heading down. Heading the way across the water wheel with Riff also in tow. Ralph not getting held up. With the big water wheel now. Amy and Toot finding their way off the track somehow. Don't know how he did that, but he did. Ralph falling down. And down again. Oh, goodness me. Making some swift work of this track. Hello, Bassoonist. You've just come out of nowhere as well. Ralph with the speed booster. Bassoonist the same. Riff the same. And it is Riff now in the lead with Bassoonist in tow. Going back up. Oh, goodness me, these obstacles. Well, speaking of which, I think Fall Guys have a new season today. It's the creative update. This is the last run here. Who's going to be first over? Bassoonist over the helix, through the barrels, and first to finish. Well done, Bassoonist. Whoa, some big speed going on there as well for some of the marbles. A few falling off the track. At the back, we have got BC making their way up. I don't think there's anybody else. It looks like it is BC last here. And they're going on the speed boost route. No! You shouldn't have done that! You didn't get last place. Instead, that's going to go to Tipster. Wow! Wow! Shouldn't have gone the speed booster route there. Oh, there you go. Vote Finland. No bias whatsoever, Topper. No bias whatsoever. So, Bassoonist, first finisher. Well done. And at the back, we have got Tipster, final finisher. So, it is time to face the music. I don't have the voice, I'm afraid. But Bassoonist, let's go over to you. And let's get a spin for you. Let's see what we've got. Let's try to manifest +1 train. Let's see, shall we? Oh, you might be right. Oh no, it's ticked over! Just over to 10,000, just missing the +1 other. So 10,000 over to Bassoonist, 188,000 now in your bank. As we go over to Tipster. 40 Wopster. Let's get a spin for you.
The wheel
Tipster, what we got for you? Oh. Sorry. There's a whole spell of it never appearing, and then very recently we've had loads of them appear. It's a no. It's a no from the wheel, I'm afraid, Tipster. Absolutely nothing to you. Good day, sir. The opposite of a +1. Yeah, you see, this is what you get for manifesting so much, Puzzle Danny, is you start negative manifesting instead. Yeah, not so happy feet. It is a bankrupt. I should probably use some of those sounds. Unfortunate there, Tipster getting nothing, but Bassoonist managing to get 10,000. And yeah, join me in the no club. So that concludes the stream this evening. And hey, we're 5 minutes to 10. We're actually early. Thank you for tuning in and playing some Wipeouts with me this evening. Hope you did enjoy it. And that is it for me this week. I will be back next week, possibly mixing probably and possibly with Winning Lines next Wednesday, and then the Friday after that will be Beat the Chasers. You definitely don't want to miss out on that. Beat the Chasers on a week on Friday. Do we have anyone to raid into on the World Wide Web? Let's have a look, shall we? Following live, we have got who shall we raid into? Anyone in the quiz category that's not me? The answer is no. There is nobody else in the quiz category but me. Any other suggestions? Anybody you want to suggest? Anyone to raid into, or shall we just raid into? Which is raid into Linus Tech. They're currently online for some reason. Because they're following Google I/O. That's what they're doing. They're following Google I/O. Linus Tech. There you go. You can raid into Linus Tech. Do enjoy that, and I'll see you next Wednesday for probably Winning Lines. Take care, and I'll see you soon. All elsewhere, who knows? Bye. Cha 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 cha.